We're traveling out to Aspen, hanging out with our Jill Belland at Diner Deluxe this morning. Some great food being served on the west side of the city, Jill.
Exactly, Ted, and you're going to love this because check out the size of this whisk. This is major.
What?
So,
yeah, but
I know. I thought you would like that.
Ask Chef where he keeps that whisk, because my issue is that it takes up too much drawer space.
I absolutely will. It was on special order from New York, so this cuts down on cooking time. It does have a function here, and they go through a lot of hollandaise sauce here at Diner Deluxe in Aspen. And happy to be joined this morning by Chef James Waters. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for hosting us here this morning. So you're hard at work. Ted Henley wants to know where you keep that whisk. Is there a special drawer?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We keep it locked away in the office for sure. It's my pride and joy.
It is valuable.
Yes.
But you were saying this actually is really efficient.
Yeah, it helps put air into it, cuts down on cooking time, just makes a better product.
Okay, so we're making hollandaise sauce. You guys make everything from scratch here at Diner Deluxe.
Yes, we do. Scratch Kitchen, we call ourselves. Try to be locally inspired by farmers markets, the Calgary's Farmers Market and Crossroad Market.
Okay, excellent. So hollandaise sauce, simple ingredients. What are we working with to start?
Right now we're working with separated eggs, so it's just a yolk. And then what we do is we thicken it with a little bit of heat on a double boiler.
Okay.
And then we're just going to bring it over and add clarified butter and a few other ingredients to create hollandaise.
Okay, and how many yolks do you have going on in there?
It takes quite a few. We can crack up to 180 yolks.
Wow!
Yes, this one's only a small batch just for what we're doing today.
Okay.
But we can go through about 15 liters on the weekend.
Wow. 15 liters of hollandaise sauce?
Because we're the home of the breakfast poutine. So hollandaise goes on all the potatoes, goes on all the Benedicts. And people just love it.
Breakfast poutine, I think that's on Tara Sloan's list a little later today, as I know that she will be dining here. Okay, so we got to get through the steps quickly. Can we do this in 45 seconds?
Hopefully. So clarified butter, and we're just going to add it in.
Now another little fun trick while you're doing that, you actually roll the towel and placed it on your cutting board.
Yes.
So the bowl doesn't slip around.
Does not spin. So unless you have a friend around who wants to hang out with you making hollandaise, this is a nice way to keep the bowl from spinning.
This looks like a workout.
It is quite a workout.
And then is that it?
Nope. Then because we do a basil hollandaise here, we're going to add in some basil puree.
Oh, yeah.
Just right there. And then we're going to add a little mustard, helps emulsify it. Get it in there. Salt and pepper. Tabasco sauce for a little spice.
Yeah.
And a little lemon juice.
All right, whisk that together. Breakfast poutine on the menu. I know that Tara Sloan will be piqued by that. And Ted, did you hear the whisk gets its own special locked away place in the office? That's where you put it.
Oh, okay. Well, I understand that.
A whisk locker.
Because in the Henley kitchen, our giant whisk takes up some prime real estate.
Hang it up or put it in a locker.
Well, I think that's what the conclusion is that we're going to put it in something standing upright, but away from the drawer, and then I'm okay with that.
Drawer. Leave his drawers alone.
It's so
looking
big.
at our roads now. Here's Dave. Breakfast details coming your way right now. Jill is hanging out at Diner Deluxe's newest location. It's in Aspen. Jill, I already had plans to go there today, so we have host breakfast ESP.
Yes, breakfast for you on the menu is, I believe, the breakfast poutine. I have a feeling that is in Tara Sloan's future, but lots of things on the menu here at Diner Deluxe in Aspen Landing. And we say good morning to Dan today. Great location, and your newest location, of course, people know and love the original location, but some differences here as well. So tell us a little bit about the location here, Diner Deluxe in Aspen Landing.
Well, Jill, we opened up here in June this year. We opened for breakfast and lunch. A few weeks later, we opened for dinner. Things have been going great. The community really seems to be loving it. People are coming in. We are changing our dinner menu here shortly. It's going to have a lot of the favorites that have been on the old one. We're going to have a few new ones. We're open Tuesday to Saturday for dinner, breakfast and lunch, of course, and then on Sunday we're open for brunch from 8 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. We do have reservations available at Aspen, which we don't at our other locations, so you don't have to maybe have that long wait that you sometimes have at the other location. You can find us on Open Table, you can call us, you can go through our Facebook page, any of the above, you'll be able to get in.
Okay, and that's essential for planning, especially when it comes to families, and that's another great thing about this location is that it's very family friendly.
Yeah, we took a few tables out. We made a kids play area here, a rubber floor, a lot of toys. Kids really seem to love it. We've had families that come in and have actually become friends and met here, and their kids play. Any given time on a brunch day here, we'll have 10, 12 kids in that area. Sometimes it's a little bit of a war zone, but everybody seems to come out unscathed and has a good time.
Absolutely. Already digging into breakfast here this morning with a couple of kids. And this is great. So we're actually on the lower level, and there's an upper level, and you'll be doing cocktails up there?
Yeah, down here we seat about 100 people. Upstairs we have about 45 seats. We do serve our full menu up there, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But we are starting a little bit of a cocktail program up there, and we hope to make it a place where neighbors and friends will come and hang out and maybe, hide from their wives or hide from their husbands and have a good time.
Sometimes that needs to happen. I totally understand. Aspen Landing, a great location here. We're always happy to hang out with you guys. Diner Deluxe, the original location, actually won Best BT Breakfast a few years ago. We can see why. I'm going to be digging in, making an omelet next, and also a first for me, you guys. I'm going to learn how to poach an egg. Never been done.
Aha, Jill, something new every day. More from Diner Deluxe in just a little bit.
We're checking in with Jill Belland. She's at Diner Deluxe's new location in Aspen. And Jill, you're cooking with my all-time favorite ingredient, eggs.
Exactly, and what a great way to start the day here at Diner Deluxe in Aspen Landing. Back into the kitchen with Chef James Waters here and learning how to make some basics. We had some great praise, I must say, for your hollandaise sauce that you use real butter.
Yes, we do.
And that's the thing, you're starting from scratch here. So we're going to make a perfect omelet here this morning. And what do we got in the pan?
All right now we have some roasted red peppers, a little diced ham, mushrooms, and then a little green onion.
Okay.
Just a nice spread, good flavor.
Okay, fantastic.
And then that's sauteing off, and then we're going to add some egg wash,
Which
is just whipped eggs and a bit of milk. The milk helps create steam, which makes a fluffy, lighter omelet.
Okay.
And then we're going to cook that off for about a minute. But what we're going to do is fold the yolks, or fold the egg, sorry. So as it cooks, it's going to create a skin, and we keep lifting it off until we get it all cooked. It's a nice secret to the omelet. Using a non-stick pan is always nice. Helps. There is dairy in here, but of course we can make it dairy-free if people need it. We are very allergy conscious.
Yeah.
We have a very gluten-free menu. Our fryer's gluten-free. We do a lot of dairy-free products. We say there's more non-gluten than there is gluten on the menu. So.
I know, the fried chicken and fish and chips.
Yeah, all gluten-free for sure.
All gluten-free. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And
Yes.
you do your omelets frittata style, right?
Yes, so what we do is frittata would be baking in the oven. So we cook it off, and then we throw it in the oven to finish, which creates, again, a light, fluffy omelet.
And how many eggs in the omelet?
About 3 to
approximately?
3.5, give or take, about
Okay.
6 ounces.
So bring your appetite when you come here to Diner Deluxe.
Yes, we do give good portion sizes.
Okay, absolutely.
There's the
Okay.
flip.
And that's how the chef does it. Makes it look easy.
And then
All
just
right,
a bit
add
of
some cheese in.
cheese, and then the oven.
And how long does it go in the oven?
Just a minute to melt that cheese down.
Okay, now what's the most popular thing on your item?
It's tough to say because it's a new menu. It's very spread out.
Yeah.
But a good popular one is the potato pancake. The maple fried oatmeal is always a famous one,
Oh,
just
good
coming
one.
from the other location. Also the chocolate French toast, very nice. If you love chocolate, it's delicious.
Sold. Sold.
And then always the classic breakfast, just eggs, bacon, hash browns, toast.
And 2 different kinds of hash browns, right?
Well, in the other location, there's sweet potato and Yukon Golds. Here, it's just Kennebec.
Okay, there you go.
Yes.
See, I know my hash browns in this city. Fantastic. So should we pull this out of the oven? Is that ready?
the cheese might be a little under still, but I think it's pretty good either way.
Okay.
And then we just give a cut, fold her up, and that's the end. And then we'll throw it on a plate.
Plate it up and call it breakfast.
Call it
Delicious
breakfast.
omelet. Still ahead, Ted Tara. I'm going to learn how to poach an egg. I've never done this before. We'll see how I do.
We wish you good luck.
I think if there's one thing my kids are going to remember me for,
Yes.
like once I die and I'm long gone, it's going to be that I always loved eggs.
Ted Henley's epitaph.
I love eggs.
He loved eggs.
Yeah. We're checking in with Jill Belland one final time this morning. She's hanging out at Diner Deluxe, not their Edmonton Trail location. New location, Jill, this morning in Aspen.
A beautiful location here, Aspen Landing, and learning some skills that you can use at home this morning, making the perfectly poached egg. And Chef James Waters is taking me through the paces here.
Yes.
I asked if I could crack it in the poacher. You don't trust me yet.
Usually we don't do it over the poacher due to breaking a yolk.
Right.
We usually crack into the egg cups.
And how many
but,
eggs are you cracking a day?
Over the weekend, it could be up to 1,200.
That's a
Depending on what's going on, how the orders are coming in.
Okay, now when you're pro, you crack an egg with one hand, right?
Yes, but
Okay.
you don't want to get too cocky because you can't mess yourself up.
Okay, I'm not confident, but I'm willing to try.
Hey, it's
so
worth a
what,
shot.
what do I need to know?
So if you crack it deep against the side,
Yeah.
and then pull with your thumb, you should be able to do it.
Look at that.
Yay! A little bit
The
of
yolk
shell.
isn't broken, had a little bit of shell, but my
Yeah.
first try, not too bad. So we go 2 times, right?
2 times. 2 times.
Uh-oh, that's not deep enough. Here we go.
It's okay to be a little
Cross
messy.
your fingers. Oh, I broke a yolk.
That's okay. The first one counts.
Okay, good
I'll
enough.
go for
And
it.
you have some other ones prepped here
Yes,
for the
very
poacher.
much.
And one of the tips that you have is to actually add vinegar into the water.
Yes, so you acidulate your water, add vinegar in, which causes the egg yolk to coagulate and not spread out in the water.
Okay.
So we have a little bit of vinegar in here. It's about a tablespoon of vinegar per liter of hot water.
Right.
Then we're just going to dump our eggs in. And notice how the egg whites won't spread.
Yeah. Okay, now if you have too much vinegar or too little vinegar,
Too much, sour egg. Too little, you'll ruin your whites.
okay. So
So
you
the
want
fine
to have
line,
the perfect
yes.
proportion.
You can always taste your water. It should just taste the faint of vinegar.
Okay, and then in terms of timing,
Timing, 3 minutes for soft, 5 minutes for medium, and then 7 minutes for hard.
all right, so we've got some that are done here.
Yes,
and
these are soft eggs here.
Yeah, and you would serve poached eggs in a variety of ways.
Yes, you can either serve them in a cup as a classic breakfast, or you can serve them as eggs Benedict, or you can serve them in a breakfast sandwich as well.
Delicious.
It's just kind of like similar to English muffin, egg and cheese.
Yum. My appetite has certainly kicked in. Thank you so much, Chef.
Yes.
Thank you to Diner Deluxe, the team here, for hosting us for the morning. You can see why they won BT's Best Breakfast a few years back, right, guys?
Yes, and I will be there for breakfast a little bit later on. Today, or tomorrow,
Yeah.
we're going to check in with Jill from Lake Louise.
What?
I know. She's hitting the slopes with some experts.
Wow.
Good gig. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you what else is on deck for Friday's show. It's a biggie.